only I had spidey senses, so I can tell when something's wrong. Oh, and I've been sent to protect this heart from breaking into pieces. Where's my hammer? Where's the shield? Oh, the strength to carry the weight of the world. Fly high into the sky. I'll catch you if you fall. I'll catch you if you fall. Fly high into the sky. I'll catch you if you fall. I'll catch you if you fall.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Snap Decisions. I, of course, am your host with the most, your Snap DJ, coming to you live this Tuesday evening, the 17th of December. We are 1 week away from Christmas Eve. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. This year has gone just insanely fast, as they usually kind of do when you get to be my age. The years go quicker and quicker. But welcome to this episode of Snap Decisions, guys. Thank you so much for those that listen, wherever you are, whether it be from YouTube, which I'm on live right now, or my Twitch, which I'm on live right now. Thank you so much. And also for those of you that listen on audio that will be probably listening after this is over, I appreciate all of you and thank you all for listening as well. And that's exactly right where I'm going to start the show too. First of all, I have my little Iron Man Edith glasses on, so I'm gonna summon Edith here and tell her to send drones of. Well, no, I guess I shouldn't talk too much about drones, right? Because they're in the news right now, especially where I am. Now, I haven't seen any by me, but apparently they're over Jersey and over other. That's a little sketchy of a thing, so I guess I won't talk about drones. But anyway, I want to start off by just because this is going to be one of the last shows really for me this year. And in fact, if everything goes according to plan, I will let you in on a little surprise. Next week's show, which will be the 23rd, because obviously I'm not going to do anyone Christmas Eve or Christmas Day because that's holiday time. I'm planning a kind of a party, a big party for, it's going to be myself and a bunch of very cool Snap creators who have been on my show, who you've heard before and are a part of this Snap Judgments Network that you see the logo up there for right now. And there might be some others who aren't, but we're planning and it's going to stream live from Glazer's channel. So Glazer's channel won't be on my YouTube. It'll be Glazer streaming it, but it's going to be a gathering of pretty cool bunch of stuff. We're going to do some Christmas theme, holiday theme stuff. So, I always do my top 5 and stuff like that. We're going to talk music as well, but we're going to do a top 5 most liked Christmas songs. We're also going to do a top 5 most hated Christmas songs. And I bet you I already know who's going to make number 1 on that list. And then I thought, we'll do maybe a naughty and nice list, and we'll make that a Marvel Snap, of course, naughty and nice. What are some of the things that were nice about Snap this year? And what were some of the things that we maybe think were, second dinner was a little naughty with it. Maybe they deserved a little coal. For some of the things. So, and what I'll probably do is I'll probably involve a lot of you guys too, is I'll ask you out on the Twitter and also on Blue Sky and wherever you may be. I'll ask you to get involved with that and let us know what your naughty and nice things were about Snap this past year. And so it's just going to be fun. So we're going to have a fun little Christmas thing. I'm going to see if I can find myself a Santa beard. maybe a little Santa hat to decorate for the show. But yeah, it's gonna be very fun, and hopefully everybody will be able to make it at the same time. It's tough to get a group together, but so far the people I've been in touch with, I've talked to Gunny T, I've talked to the Kid Snap, and no big deal. I've talked to Lauren Whatevs, of course Glazer, and there may be more people that may join throughout the course of the stream. But it's just going to be a really fun stream next week, and that's going to be a cool way to cap off my 2024 season of Snap Decisions. So make sure you check that out, and keep posted to my Twitter. I'll let you know exactly when that's going to be. But yeah, so technically this is the final show really for me that I'm going to do for this year before then. And I just have to start off by saying, number one, and first and foremost, I couldn't be more thankful to all of you who have taken the time out of your day, which I know, listen, I get it. I don't have, I know my days go very, very fast. My days off that I have, I've got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things I have to do on my days off. And I know sometimes it's tough to listen, and especially those of you who took the time to, and not that this, I'm crediting them any more than I'm crediting the people who listen to audio, but I know audio is just a little bit easier to listen to sometimes, especially, I listen to podcasts every day on my way back and forth to work. But for those of you who took the time to sit and watch me on YouTube, however that may be, but whether it's my shows with Nick the Greek Geek, or whether it's these shows, that you take that hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, out of your day to sit and watch the video on YouTube or Twitch or wherever it is you watch. I can't be more thankful to you guys. I never really thought that I'd get any views when I first started doing this show, let alone, I now have like 620 some odd subs to my channel. On YouTube, I have like 28,000 listens on Spotify. The last time I checked Apple, I was over 20,000 on there. So that is the most wonderful thing I could have asked for any of you for this, and that is my Christmas gift from all of you. And I'm just so humbled and thankful to all of you that have spent the time listening to my show, wherever or however you do. I'm just so appreciative of it. And I know it's been hard, guys. I'm right there with you. I know it's been hard. I know that a lot of things have happened in Snap this year, and a lot of them haven't been good. But I hope I was able to convey a positive attitude, and I was able to keep that. I know that, and even some of the times when I wasn't, because I get down too, just like everybody else does. And even some of the times that I wasn't, to convey that I was sorry for not necessarily being positive, because I like to try to keep that as much as I can. So a big shout out and a big thank you to all of you. And I wish I could give you all a Christmas gift. I wish I had something I could share with you all, but it's going to have to be my thank yous. So thank you so much for listening to me wherever you chose to do so. And only big things ahead for me and for the podcast. I've got always stuff that I'm thinking up in my head to change things, to make things new, to freshen things up a little bit. One of the things is, I know I haven't had a lot of guests on lately, and I know a lot of you like that, and I like it too. But people sometimes get very busy, and the people who I've talked to who are content creators are busy with their streams. And so it is tough to get a hold of some people, but I am constantly reaching out to people and talking to people via different methods and trying to get them on my stream. And I definitely will continue getting guests on the show in the new year. So that's not going away. I know I haven't had any for a little bit now, but I definitely will continue to do that next year. And yeah, things are always changing in my brain here. And I'm sure I maybe have different things coming next year for the show as well. So keep watching, keep listening, however it is that you choose to do so. All right. I am part of the Snap Judgments Network, which you can see my logo right up there. And that is consisting of How Can She Snap with No Big Deal Baby and The Kid. And they are on every single Sunday. I know they missed one recently, but listen, we're all going to end up missing them every now and then because things happen in life. But check them out. It's a great pod. They are two of my favorite people in Snap, as are all of the people that are in this network, by the way. Snap on This with Lauren, Ben Roller, and Ree. An amazing show. Always so much fun on that pod. I absolutely love it, and it's a can't miss listen for me. And then, of course, Glazer on Snap Judgments just takes what he does every single day on his YouTube channel, translates it over, and brings you amazing guests on that pod that are great players in Marvel Snap. And he and Roy do an amazing job over there. So make sure you check that out. That is every Sunday. Snap on This is, of course, every Friday. So I'm proud to be a part of that network. And dare I say, it's the best network out there. Let's just say it right now, and I'm not bragging. I don't care if I am. It is the best network, the podcast network lineup that's out there, and I'll say that to anyone else. So yeah. All right, let's move on, shall we? We're gonna hit the DJ spin. I'm gonna get a sound effect for that at some point. I'm gonna find it. The little thing with the spin on the turntable. I'm gonna get it, and so at some point I will have a sound effect for that. But the spin this week is we are just going to talk, and this is going to be all about the new season that we got, Data Mind. So we're going to go through all of the cards for the month of February for the Brave New World season. And of course, that is all about Captain America. So the new Captain America film, which I'm very excited for, is first Marvel film that we've had since Deadpool and Wolverine. So I'm pretty excited. And that I will say that from my MCU knowledge and all the accumulated things that I collect and watch and all that kind of stuff, they did say that there has been a bunch of reshoots done on this film. Now, a lot of times when people hear reshoots, they're like, well, apparently, some of the things that they did early on tested, they do test screenings and stuff, and some of the stuff didn't test all that well. So they did go back in, they did do a bunch of reshoots, and a big part of it was the ending of the film. The film has also been taken down. It was originally looking at like pretty long. It was like 2 hours and 45 minutes. It has been taken down to a little over an hour and a half. So I think that's good. Those longer ones, yeah, unless you're like an Endgame or you're an Infinity War when you need all that time, I think it's better to keep movies around the 1.5 hour mark. Otherwise, they get a little stale. And so I'm good with that. But anyway, I'm excited. We got What If starting soon, which I'll talk about in MCU Minute later. And then, of course, we've got the Spider-Man animated show, which is starting in January. And then we have the new Captain America film, Brave New World, in February. So as you can see, this is the season pass. I will be giving away. You know what? Because it's a brand new Marvel movie. I'm going to do 3. Let me do 3 season passes for this month. I'm going to do 3 season passes. So you heard it here first. I'm going to do 3 season pass giveaways for the month of February. So if you're out there on Twitter, make sure you follow me. Now you're gonna have to do something here on the YouTube, whether it's to comment on a video or something like that. You're gonna have to do something like that too. That's just a little bit of homework to qualify for the drawing. And so I will be giving away 3 season passes for the month of February because there's a new Marvel movie coming out. And so you can see here we got Captain America. We've got Sam Wilson's Captain America there. We got a regular Captain America variant, a Falcon variant, a Viper variant as well. And we got some amazing card backs. Way better than this month. Way better than this month. We got a border in there as well. I love the Hulk movie poster with the hand gripping the Captain America shield. I dig that, man. I hope they do that for all of the upcoming Marvel films. Take the damn movie poster and make it into a card back. I love it. I think that's absolutely sick. That's not the one they're doing the gold for the Infinite. It's going to be the other one with the Hulk in the inside of the star, but that's okay. That looks amazing as well. Better than this month. So yeah. There's some of the artwork from the season pass. And again, you can see the Hulk hand and the red Hulk hand in the back. And you can see all of the cards there gathered in as well. You can see Cobra there, and you can see Cap, and you can see, of course, General Ross, and you can see Red Wing and some of the cards that are in this month's season also. And of course, Joaquin Torres up there and the others that we'll talk about in a little bit. And then, of course, there are those card backs, and there is the Infinite card back with the Hulk. Looks very, very cool. And yeah, I like all these, man. I like the blue one, I like the gold one, and I like the movie poster too. I think that's awesome. So, all right, let's go over some of these cards, shall we? We are going to start with Cobra. And Cobra is a 3/6 You can only play this at a location where your opponent has exactly one card. I started off with a bad one on purpose. This is probably going to be the worst card of the month. Can't see this really getting played very much. You know, I mean, where you're going to only have one card, that's not very often. And so I don't know. I don't think this is that great of a card. I think he's probably the worst card in this set, and just a very generic 3/6. Maybe if they made him into like a 3/7, it would be a little bit better. And who knows? These cards are subject to change. They might get changed over time. But I'm not really digging Cobra very much. He's going to make the bottom of my list unless they do something to change his power. And even if they do, I think he still makes the bottom of my list. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to I'm not looking forward to that very much. So Joaquin Torres, Falcon, we've got him. He is a 3/3 ongoing card. The on-reveal abilities of your one-cost cards here happen twice. A bounce card, maybe, because you know when you want those on reveals to happen with like with the demon and of course or the hood rather, Silver Sable, you know, you want those kind of things to happen more than once. So you know, if you have him in the deck in a bounce deck, bounces you're going to see there's some other cards in here that are going to be really good for bounce. Bounce is going to get a big lift this month. I don't like saying it because I don't like playing against it, but it is going to get a big lift out of this set. But yeah, I can see him, and especially with, you know, he's ongoing. So then you can, you know, you can play him down, and those other cards that are sitting there will get to reveal again, and then you can always bounce them back with the other Falcon or with Beast or with you know, or with Toxin, however you want to do that. So yeah, I think he's pretty good. I think he's pretty good. I would say he, you know, for bounce and stuff like that, he might be like a 3-star card, maybe a 4-star card. So pretty good. Diamondback was the other character that was on that poster. Diamondback is a 3/3. She is ongoing. She is ongoing as well. Enemy cards here afflicted with negative power have an additional -2 power. So very good card for a Toxin type deck. A lot of people are playing those. The list with you know, you got Hazmat. You have oh God, what is the name of that? The guy who just gets really big. I forget now. Is it? Let me go. I'm gonna go look. Let me check here. I know I have a deck with a minute. I'm going to go check it because, of course, I forget. Ajax. Thank you very much, Marvel Snap. Yes, like the Ajax decks. So, you know, you have Hazmat in there. You have U.S. Agent that can make things negative. You have Red Guardian that can do the same. You have Man-Thing in here and Ajax. So I think she'll fit pretty good into those lists. And those that are already that are afflicted with negative power, Scorpion might be another good one to use with her. Maybe you want to play like a high Evo negative list as well with this, and they get additional 2 negative power. So pretty strong card, I think. Pretty good card. Definitely suited for one particular type of deck, but you know, pretty good card as long as the meta is not a Luke Cage meta. If it's a Luke Cage meta, then you're in trouble. But nevertheless, I think it's a pretty good card. Then we have our next Captain America, and this, of course, is Sam Wilson, Captain America. He is a 2/3. Game start, add Cap's shield to a random location. Ongoing, you can move Cap's shield. You can move Cap's shield. I'm going off the thing there. Oh, I just went past all my stuff. There we go. You can move Cap's shield one location. So this is pretty cool because I know a lot of people are going to be playing regular Captain America with this too, because Cap's shield does work with him. So that shield is just going to be bouncing around all over the place, which is kind of neat. You'll see in a minute what Cap's shield actually does. Let's go there. But this is another. A lot of these are ongoing cards. So another ongoing card, and then Cap's shield is also ongoing as well. So 1/1 ongoing. This can't be destroyed. Give your Cap +2 power when this moves to Cap's location. So you can literally play a deck with Sam Wilson, a deck with Cap, and a Cap shield, and just keep bouncing it back and forth. And they're going to keep getting the +2, +2, +2. And then if you're playing a strict ongoing deck, which may as well, because they're ongoing cards, right? Joaquin Torres is also ongoing. So they're all a list of ongoing cards, and you can continually bump those up, and then you can play like a Spectrum deck, where you can play Spectrum at the end and just bonus everything. I don't know. Sounds pretty fun, and maybe a fun way to finally play Captain America. So, and the people who are early level players usually get Captain America really early, and then maybe if they get this season pass, it's just another deck for those guys to maybe want to play. So I think that's cool. That's kind of exciting. But we get a Cap Shield, so I'm loving that we're getting a lot more of these. Like, we're getting weapons and stuff now. I mean, we had Thor's hammers in the past, and now we're starting to get some different kind of cards. We're not just getting character cards. We're getting weapon cards and things like that. So I like that. I think that's cool. And then we got Thunderbolt Ross. So Thaddeus Ross, he is a 2/2. When your opponent ends a turn with unspent energy, draw a card with 10 or more power. So you could see he works in conjunction with Red Hulk, which is kind of cool. He kind of should, because he is Red Hulk. So again, we're talking an unspent energy kind of a deck. You tend to, like, when you play like a Red Hulk, that Red Hulk tends to grow. People don't always spend all their energy, and especially now, Wiccan's pretty prevalent. So when you have a Wiccan deck that's out there, a lot of times they can't spend all that extra energy they have. So this would help you with that, and then you're drawing some big cards. And it really could be any card that you have in your deck with 10 or more power. So it could be that Red Hulk. It could be a regular Hulk. It could be anything that you may have in there that's 10 or more power. Now, this does not say draw a card from your deck with 10 or more power. It just says draw a card with 10 or more power. So I don't know exactly how that's going to work. I don't know, if they have to clarify that, whether it's going to come from your deck or whether it's going to come from, I would imagine so, because it says draw, and you're just not drawing a card out of nowhere. But I'm sure they'll make that a little more clear. But yeah, it seems like it might be a fun card to play. We'll see. Maybe a good card for a Surtur list, right? Because you're gonna, if they don't spend energy, you're gonna automatically get one of those 10 plus cards out. So yeah, I think that's kind of cool. Next up, we have Red Wing, a 1/2, and Red Wing is an on reveal. Return one of your other 1-cost cards here to your hand to give it +2 power, bounce, and more bounce. This card is going to be a bounce staple to give those bonuses to your 1-cost cards, and you're obviously going to return it to your hand. So it's 1 card, but you're still returning it to your hand. This is going to be a staple in bounce. It's going to be a very, very good card for bounce. So that's 2 bounce cards that we have here in this list. Batroc the Leaper. If you don't know who Batroc is, it's kind of a funny, kind of a silly kind of a character, but he was in Winter Soldier, if you remember. He was that guy that was fighting Captain America on the boat at the very beginning of the movie. So that is Batroc the Leaper. He is a 1/2. When a card moves, follow it to gain +2 power. So when a card moves, Batroc is going to follow that card, and he gains +2 power. So pretty good move card right there. So anytime you're going to get it to move. Now, the only thing you got to be careful of is you might end up clogging a little bit. You might end up clogging yourself with Batroc, because a lot of times you're moving cards around a lot, and a lot of times you're filling lanes and stuff like that. So that's the only thing you got to watch with him a little bit. But otherwise, I'm not seeing really that much of a drawback. When a card moves, follow it to gain +2. So he's just going to keep gaining power whenever you're moving cards. So it's just another card that's going to gain a lot of power. So move like 3-4 times and move decks 10 to do that. He's going to get pretty high, pretty solid. Like, it could be an easy 110. Or an easy, like probably an easy 2/4 at least a 1/8. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So, all right. Next up, is that all of them? Did we hit all of them? I thought we had one more. No, that was it. There we go. 8 cards. Okay. This is from Griffin. This is the new patch schedule. So just in case you want to know what the new patch and new OTA schedule is like. So this is January. January 9th will be our first OTA of the year. January 14th will be our first patch of the year. Then another OTA will be on January 23rd. And then they have February set up as well. So February 4th, a patch. February 6th with an OTA. February 20th with an OTA. And then March 4th is the patch. That's just a patch schedule in case you want to know when everything's coming. Okay, we're going to move on here to my week in Snap and the meta reports. So I did manage to hit Infinite. I think I told you guys that last week. I haven't been playing too much ladder. I've been kind of focused on getting Conquest done and all that because I wanted to get the America Chavez card because it's pretty cool. And I also wanted to get the wrapping paper border, which I did. So I've been playing a lot of Conquest. Also been playing... I've been playing some ladder, not a whole lot. I told you I kind of lose interest a little bit when I get to Infinite. But I'm going to be playing a lot of Doom, as a lot of people are right now, playing a lot of Doom. Doom is it's Doomsday in Snap today. There you can see my rank. I was ranked 25,000. Now I think I dropped to like 27,000. I keep dropping because I don't play much now. But that is my current rank on the ladder. And I did get this exclusive America Chavez card today, and I also got the wrapping paper border. I don't know what I'm going to use it on yet. No idea. The candy cane border I had to use on one of my winter cards. No, actually, I used that on Red Guardian. So I don't know. A red and green card. Try to think of like a red and green card. Let me know what you guys think I should use the wrapping paper border on. I don't know. I'll have to see. I'll have to see what it looks cool on. All right, so we're going to look at some variants first, and then we'll go to decks and all that good stuff. So we got variants that I picked up during the course of this week. Oh, my God, do I love these. These comic book variants, they need an album for comic book covers because I've got them all. I have every one of them. Every single one of them I have, and I love these comic book variants. They are so awesome. I absolutely love them. I was so excited to get this one too because again I own this book. All of these ones that I've owned these books at one time, I absolutely love. They bring back so much memories and nostalgia of reading comics and stuff like that. It's always so fun when they bring them out. And I immediately had a gold border this one, and hopefully I'll get it inked at some point. I'm gonna have to split Doctor Strange's now, which I don't usually because I don't play this card. I don't play move, and really that's really the only thing to play him with is move decks, and I just don't play it. But I love this. I love the Marvel Comics group title. Of course, Doctor Strange, Master of Mystic Arts, fabulous first. What does that say? Fabulous first issue. It lurks within the crystal ball. So you can see that big beast thing that's coming out of there, the all the tentacles and stuff like that on the card. Wonderful. These comics are fantastic. Fantastic. They got to keep doing these. I did get the Black Swan 700 gold variant. I get these all mostly for free now. That they pop out of caches and stuff for me, so that's very cool. I like this style. It's kind of like cartoonish, and we're getting a little more of this kind of like cartoon style animation on some of the cards, which I like. I don't play the card much because she's primarily played with bounce decks, but I like the art. Very cool. Oh man, I got Sylvie, the only card that I wanted to get out of those what are they called? Those I got to pull up the Snap again. Those cash, the collector's vault. Only thing I wanted out of it was Sylvie. Now maybe, and I don't even think so, but maybe I might get the the Mobius that goes along with her from that bundle where he's on the jet ski. Maybe I'll get that one. I don't know, but they're the only two that I wanted. And in my collector's vault this week, I had Iceman with the ice cream cone. I had the collector variant, just him with just sitting there with the holding the box open. I have Goose licking the kittens, which is the kittens variant. It's called the Flaviano. That's the Flaviano collector. I have the Stay Frosty Iceman. I have the Night Forged Apocalypse. I have tons of Apocalypse, and I like all my, and the Volmy Bishop. So none of the others I really wanted, but I did end up getting Sylvie because I love the character from Loki, and I was glad to have this. I might try to start playing with Enchantress now a little bit. I do. It is better now. The card got buffed, so and a lot of people are going to be using. And you might see her enter gameplay pretty soon because a lot of people are going to be using Onslaught for their Dooms. So it might not be a bad idea to keep Enchantress in your deck, but I do love this. I want to try to split her a little more too and get her inked in gold eventually too. But I love the character from Loki. She was awesome. The Wave, I got this out of the bundle that they sold. The Wave with the driving the sword into the water, kind of cool. Again, very cool artwork. I dig this a lot. And it was worth it to get, I think, for the gold that was in this bundle. I believe it was the reason I got it. The 700 gold War Machine, very cool, with the rockets exploding out of his rocket launcher there. War Machine has some really cool variants, and this one is no different. I did manage to get this one. I got this from I think I pulled this out of a cache, if I'm not mistaken. And I very rarely ever get these out of caches. Most of the time, it's the crappy avatars. But I did manage to get this. Is the Black Panther Gala variant. I have never had this one. So the Gala variants are okay. I never really wanted to buy them. I didn't want to spend the 1,200 gold on them. But if I do get them this way, yeah, that's fine. Perfectly fine. Better than a avatar. And this is, of course, the Magneto. This is the Marvel Rivals Magneto. He is very buff. Magneto in Rivals is very buff. He's very big. He's very big. He definitely looks the part of a tank in a game, because tanks are always built large, and he is definitely large. And I like how they gave him the gray beard and the gray mustache and stuff too. Very different looking Magneto though than what we're used to. Magneto is usually built very thin, very svelte in the comics, but this is the Magneto card from the Marvel Rivals set. All right, we're going to go over some decks here with you guys next, and we'll talk about some decks that we have that we've gotten. And let me just see here. I wanted to just say I did get the Doom 2099 card. I did use my tokens for him though this week, and there he is. I used my tokens for him. I played a couple of games with him so far. And the deck that I used, I don't have it up on my list because I didn't get it till today. But this one, it's called Doom. This is SafetyBlade's Doom deck. It is Zabu, Psylocke, Invisible Woman, Magic, Rogue, Electro, Doom, Super Skrull, Iron Lad, Blue Marvel, Doctor Doom. That's Doom 2099, of course, Doctor Doom, and Onslaught. Now, a lot of people are playing different versions of this. The Invisible Girl is kind of nice though, because you can hide your Super Skrull, or you can hide you can also hide the Blue Marvel. You can even hide the Onslaught. Well, no, the Onslaught you're not going to want to hide because you want to put that in a lane, obviously, with Doom 2099. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I played 2 games with it so far, and I won both games. The Super Skrull is a must, an absolute must if you're playing these Doom kind of decks. You must have the Super Skrull in your deck, because everybody's going to play Onslaught to double the Doom 2099, and everyone's going to play that. So, and you're also going to want to grab a Rogue. I won my last game because of a Rogue, because I was able to Rogue their Iron Man. So yeah, you're definitely going to want to play with the Rogue and the Super Skrull in your decks. All right. This one up here that I have listed is a Wiccan Galactus deck. A Wiccan Galactus deck. This is Quicksilver, Psylocke, Cable, Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, Green Goblin, Copycat, Wave, Galacta, Wiccan, Cannonball, Galactus, and Alioth. This, to me, right now, is the only really good functional Galactus deck if you're not playing a Destroy shell. I don't necessarily like playing Galactus in Destroy. You can, but it's kind of a second or third even win condition. This one is an out-and-out Galactus deck, and you get the Galactus out. If you get the Wiccan, you can play the Galactus on turn 5. And let's say you have the Green Goblin in a lane. Let's say you have the Poison Arrow in a lane. You already have a -5 down in that one particular lane, clogged up a little bit. The Galactus is going to help you make the Galactus bigger on that lane. Many different ways you could win this. You could just play out the Wiccan, win with Cannonball. I actually won the lane with the Galactus on the turn 5. Got to turn 6. They figured they were going to just beat me easily with a big card. And I ended up, I didn't have priority. So I ended up letting them get priority. And then I ended up cannonballing their biggest card, and I won the game. Or you could just win with the good old Alioth at the end. So you have a couple different win conditions. You have Galactus Alioth, or you have Galactus Cannonball that can just win you games at the end of the game. The Galactus is just going to make everything bigger, and everything else is just to get your curve out. Quicksilver, Psylocke, Cable, Hawkeye, Green Goblin, and of course Copycat just gets a card from their deck. So pretty good. I'm not going to say it's a steady winner, but if you want a Galactus deck, this is probably your best bet. I've got a mid-range one. This is from KM Best, and KM Best, of course, does a best decks list. I usually watch that, and I also watch Alex Coaches, and I do get some ideas and some decks from them. This one's called a mid-range mid-range deck that KM has. He had probably had a different name for it, I'm sure. But this one has Kitty Pryde, Hydra Bob, Angela, Jeff, Penny Parker. So you have it's a Penny deck. Juggernaut, Red Guardian, Hope Summers, Shang-Chi, Captain Marvel, Galacta, and Gwenpool. So basically, you're just trying to, you can either like get a big kitty going, you can get the Angela up high, but you're basically just trying to, get out that extra. And Penny's going to give you that one extra energy, so you can get the Galacta out quicker, you can get the Gwenpool out faster. And you're going to have maybe a big Captain Marvel or Ms. Marvel rather to win you games. Yeah, Captain Marvel. Her card says Ms. Marvel. I always get that confused when I'm looking on there because it's the comic book cover. Hope Summers, just to give you the extra energy. You got the Red Guardian in there to just take something out. Red Guardian with the amount of discard that's out there. And I finally was playing some discard, and it is absolutely strong. Absolutely strong. With the amount of it that's out there, you need Red Guardian in your decks. He is a must if you're playing against a lot of discard, and I wouldn't see why it wouldn't be, because it is a really good deck. But yeah, you're just throwing numbers out there. Galacta builds up, Gwenpool builds up the cards. You might have a 10-point, 11-point Captain Marvel that could just win you a game at the end, or you may have a Juggernaut that could just win you a game at the end. So it's just nice little mid-range deck, but it also builds up pretty well with the Galacta and the Gwenpool. A Surtur list. There's Surturs back in the meta again. This is Sunspot, Zabu, Shadow King, Armor, Cosmo, Surtur, Atuma, Crossbones, Cole, Sasquatch, She-Hulk, and Scar. So a bit of a different list. You're not running Typhoid Mary anymore. You're running instead She-Hulk, which can get discount and get her out earlier. Scar can also discount to get her out. Imagine you get a couple 10s, right? And you get Scar discounted really low. And then let's say you have extra energy and you get She-Hulk discounted really low. Imagine you are able to get out imagine you're able to get a Sasquatch and a She-Hulk, or a Sasquatch and a Scar all down at once. Pretty sick stuff. And then you got the Sunspot to soak up the extra energy that you're going to absorb from She-Hulk and stuff, and maybe as well. So yeah, this is a very good list. Cosmo and Armor will defend your 10s. Shadow King to defend against anything else, like a discard deck, or whatever the case might be. Cosmo is going to be something you could place out there well, too, to stop the discard deck from winning as well. So that is the Surtur list. We got another Wiccan list. This one is with Penny and Gore. So this is Quicksilver Cable, Fenris Wolf, Kate Bishop Hawkeye, Penny Parker, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Red Guardian, Gladiator, Shang-Chi, Wiccan, Gore, the God Butcher, and Eliath. So again, it's the same thing you would do with the normal Wiccan deck. To get your curve, you got Quicksilver Cable, Fenris, Hawkeye to get your curve, Penny Parker as well, Negasonic, and Red Guardian, and Gladiator, all threes. So just a lot of stuff to get your curve really easily. And of course, you got all the on reveals: Fenris, Cable, Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, Red Guardian, Gladiator, Shang-Chi. All of them are on reveal, as well as the Eliath, to get the Gore up there really, really high. So you could possibly just win a lane with Gore. And then, you could win another lane maybe with Negasonic. You could win another lane with Eliath, and all that good stuff. And you also have Shang-Chi there. And that whole combination with Fenris Wolf that I've won a bunch of games on it with too. So just a pretty good deck and a lot of power with this deck as well. Mr. Janky's out there. How Sasquatch works here. You can just get him discounted pretty quickly. He's just, if you play like the arrows and stuff like that, you just get him out really early. Yeah, so I think that's why, that he's in there. But, I think they're just replacing some of the other cards that used to be in that list. When, you used to have, whoops, I'm going forward instead of backward. What am I doing? Go back to that deck. Typhoid Mary, I think, is just a problem now without playing Luke Cage, with all the negative power that she does. So I don't know. Sasquatch just seems, now there is another Surtur list that's out there. I don't know if I have it on here, but there is another one that's out there that right now is also playing Mysterio. So let me see if I could, yeah. So there, the one with Mysterio also has Squirrel Girl and Nico. This is Nico, Squirrel Girl, Hydra Bob, Shadow King, Mysterio, Cosmo, Surtur, Atuma, Cole, Arrow, Sasquatch, and Scar. So for that one, especially because of the Mysterio in there, going to definitely be able to get the Sasquatch out a lot earlier than this one for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't make the deck, to be honest, so I'm not 100% sure why he's in there. But I did play it a little bit, and I was able to get the Sasquatch down kind of early on certain turns. So. Okay, another one from KM's list. This is another mid-rangey kind of a deck, but Zabu, Hydra Bob, Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, Jeff, U.S. Agent, Cosmo, Luke Cage, Copycat, Ms. Marvel, Captain Marvel, Galacta. It's not Ms. Marvel. Stop saying that. It's a Ms. Marvel cover of Captain Marvel. Galacta, Agent or Anti-Venom, and Claw. So again, just another, mid-range kind of a deck with some good tech in there. Cosmo, U.S. Agent, both good tech cards. You have your Zabu to get out the 4s earlier, to get out Ms. Captain Marvel, oh God, or Galacta early, or Anti-Venom early. Nothing in here you really wouldn't want to have necessarily as a 0 with what they do. You wouldn't mind having a Claw as a 0 or a Luke Cage as a 0 or something like that. And then, of course, the Copycat as well. So, again, just another one of those mid-rangey lists that has some good tech in it that you could defend against some of these other decks that are out there. RSM has gotten a huge nerf. We all know that. And it's not out there as much anymore. I'm not seeing it even in Conquest. So people have shied away and have gotten away from playing it. But that said, this is the RSM list that KM had. This is Shadow King, Agent Coulson, Copycat, Shang-Chi, Galacta, Cole, Blue Marvel, Legion, Alioth, Mockingbird, Thanos, and Arsham. No, I'm not sure if this is KM's list now. He may not have had this Thanos list. I may have gotten this from somewhere else. I think I just got this from a Thanos list that I may have seen along the way. I don't want to misquote. I don't think this is KM's. But this is the Thanos RSM list, and if you're gonna play RSM, I would suggest you play has Loki. Yes, thank you. Yeah, his list had Loki in it. You're right. No, this is I don't know where exactly I got this one from, to be honest. But if you're gonna play RSM, I would definitely suggest you're gonna play Thanos in RSM because it just makes it better. Again, the Blue Marvel just to increase the power of the stones. Cole obviously can get out, or you can get out on a lane with the stones. Mockingbird is going to be free or very cheap with the stones as well. So this, it just works better together with the Thanos card in there. And so if you're going to insist on playing RSM, I would tell you that right now probably the Thanos list is your best bet to go with. So, all right. So they are just some of the decks that I've been playing. And as you could see, I wasn't playing a lot of them. I'm going to read you off the other Doom list that I had. Now, this is Teddy Ninja had this list that he was trying. And this is a War Machine list with the Dooms. Zabu, Ebony Maw, Psylocke, Magic, Luke Cage, Red Guardian, Doom 2099, Super Skrull, War Machine, Doctor Doom, Onslaught, and the Infinite. So that was the list that Teddy was playing a little bit earlier on his stream that I watched today. And then, of course, I gave you the SafetyBlade list a little bit earlier in the show as well. So, and then I did play discard a little bit, and I'll just read that off to you. The discard list that I played, normally I suck at discard. Normally I'm just bad. I don't get the cards when I need to get them. But this one, I was doing really well. Scorn, Blade, Morbius, Fenris Wolf is in this. Swarm, Colleen Wing, Gambit, Moon Knight, Dracula, Proxima, MODOK, and Apocalypse. This list goes very, very tall. I had lanes that were 33 to 37. So, on one lane, 30 on another, 27 or so on another. This just goes very tall, and it is very hard to beat. If you get that Scorn in your hand and can keep hitting it over and over and over again, However you do it, Moon Knight just gets rid of an opponent's card that usually is pretty bad for them. Also, if you get that Dracula out and they're not playing with a Red Guardian, chances are you're going to win. Chances are you're just going to win. So it is a very, very very good discard list. And it does really, really well. Really, really well right now. What else did I play? I played a little bit of this new Evo deck too. Nothing really different about it. Sunspot, Misty Knight, Armor, but it does have Penny Parker and Luna Snow. So Armor, Penny Parker, Rogue, has Rogue in it as well, Red Guardian, Cyclops Luna, High Evolutionary, Red Hulk, She-Hulk, Hulk. So a little bit of a different one that you might be used to. But Evo is being played a little bit again. So that's cool. All right, let me move on now. We're going to talk a little bit about some bundles, some upcoming bundles coming out in the world of Snap. Oh, and by the way, don't forget I don't know if you guys do this a lot, but don't forget to check the Newverse shop as well, because they're doing some special stuff for Christmas. They're having some cheaper bundles in the shop that are going to give you some pretty good gold value. And I'm gonna take a look there real quick now and see if there's anything new. Also you have that spin, that Galactus spin thing. I don't know if you guys know about that, but you could spin the Galactus. I'm gonna do that right now. There is okay, ready? I'm gonna guarantee. Ooh, they put better rewards in there. Usually I always end up getting the things that level up your cards, but they have better. Oh no, they have one. Damn it. Probably gonna get it. I'm probably gonna get that. But they have a border in there now. Here, I'll show you. They have a lot more credits. Oh, you got 150. Nice, man. Yeah, they have 150 credits in 2 spaces. No, 100 and 150. 1,000 credits. They have a premium mystery variant and a fluorescent green border. Watch this. Here we go. You ready, Mr. Janky? You're gonna be witness. Ready? Here we go. It's spinning. It's spinning. It's spinning. I'm gonna get the lousy whatchamacallit. Here we go. I knew it. Look what I got. Look what I got. The lousy 30 oh my God, I got the lousy. I knew it. I knew I'd get ripped off. I knew it. It sucks. Well, that sucks. Yep, I got nada. So in there right now, there's the Pro Bundle for $99. There's one called Complete Doomination. Now, I have that Doom. That is the Doom from the Gala Doctor Doom. But he comes with the Doctor Doom variant, the Avatar. You get a booster. This is the word I was looking for. I got the crappy 30 boosters. 1,600 credits. So that's not bad, $10. They have the Tuesday Treasure Trove. Now, this is the cheap one. $4.99. $4.99. You get 600 gold. 600 gold for that and 65 boosters. So that's not bad. $5 for 600 gold. Not bad at all. I might end up getting that. That's not bad. There's a Winterverse Web Celebration one. This is an expensive one, $99. This is the one that's in the shop right now. 3,500 gold, 3 candy cane card boosters, 3 spotlight keys. No, I don't know if that one's in the shop. That might not be now that I think about it. But that's out there too. You got one called now this is the one that's in shop. Bill Breaker. This is the Beta Ray Bill one with the Beta Ray Bill variant. We have another one that's a special offer, a 4U offer. That's 3,000 collector's tokens and 3,000 collector's tokens and a premium mystery variant. And then there's I think that's it. And then the rest of it's just the same stuff that we have in the shop. So I might come back and get the Tuesday Trove, though. That's not bad. 600 gold for $5. Not bad at all. So how many bonus points do I get if I buy that? I get 500 bonus points. I'm right now sitting at, where am I on the ladder? I'm at 5,000, so it would only take me to 5,500. The next level up is 7,500, so I probably won't be getting. There's a Marvel Boy you can get, a variant you can get in the Newverse shop as well. So, all right. So these are some that could be in the Newverse shop coming up, and there are also some that I think this Human Torch one is going to be in there. This one is $9.99. You get the Human Torch variant. I already have this one. You get an avatar. You get 1,000 collector's tokens and the boosters. So basically, your you're paying $10 for a Human Torch, variant, and for the 1,000 collector's tokens is mostly what you're paying for. Bundle value is $299, currency value is $156. So pretty good, pretty good. This is a bill breaker one. This is out now. $34.99 Beta Ray Bill card variant. You get the new avatar, you get the boosters, and you get 6,000 credits. So that's pretty good. Bundle value is $341 and currency value is $171. So if you need credits, not bad. If you don't have any Beta Ray Bill, if you don't have Beta Ray Bill at all, or maybe you're looking to get him for that Thor's deck or something, not a bad deal for 6,000 credits. This is the web shop winter sale. This one's coming on the, I know this one should be out there now. $19.99. This should be in the new verse shop as well. 3,000 gold. 3,000 gold for $20. The bundle value is $189. Currency value is $188. So you're getting 3,000 gold in random boosters. So this one is just if you need some gold, guys. $20 for 3,000 gold. So again, not bad. Not bad if you need the gold. This is a gold bundle that's coming out. This is a Devil Dinosaur and Beast bundle. You get the Devil Dino, and this got kind of cartoony style art, which is kind of cool. Brett Bean's art, which is neat. I like both of them. So this is 3,500 gold. You get the Devil Dino card, the Beast card, avatars for each, 3,000 collector tokens, 310 Devil Dino boosters, and 310 Beast boosters. So 3,000 tokens. The currency value is not great on this. It's 107. So mostly you're getting it for the tokens and then the cards themselves. So the bundle value is not bad at 166, but the currency value not great. So unless you really, really want these variants, not a great one for currency. Then we got, this is your super premium bundle instant reward. So this is for January. This is the super. This is what you're going to get if you pay for the $20 and you get the super premium instant reward. You're going to get this Abomination variant, and you're going to get 3 cosmic orange borders. So that is what you're getting for the extra money. So instead of the $14.99 one we know is going to $19.99. So for that extra money you're paying, this is what you're getting. You're getting an Abomination, which again, not great value. He's only really used much in high Evo, if at all. And you're getting 3 cosmic orange borders, which aren't everyone's favorites. So I think they're going to have a little bit of trouble selling this super premium thing for January. I really do. I think they're going to have a hard time selling it. So we'll see. But Cosmic Charmer. This is from January 7th to February 4th. $10. So $10. Bundle value is 304 in this one. Currency is 180. And you're going to get a Mantis card here. Again, not a great card. She's never really played. Creative House Pocket is the name of the place that does it. It looks cool. But you're getting 800 credits and 800 gold for $10. So again, not bad in currency. The currency value is 180. Again, 800 credits and 800 gold and the boosters. And of course, a card that nobody plays. But for $10, it's pretty good for the monetary value. So not bad. This is a $99 bundle. This one is a Nico Minoru bundle. So very, very cool looking variant, by the way. Creative House Pocket also does this. With this, you're getting 2 cosmic black borders. So that is one of the more expensive ones. 3,000 tokens, 6,000 gold, and 3,000 credits. This is one of the few that are probably worth it if you have that $100 you want to chuck down on the game. Now, not everybody's going to have that. But if you do and you want to throw it down, this one might not be a bad one to do it. You're getting a really cool Nico card, 3,000 tokens, 6,000 gold, 3,000 credits, and 2 cosmic black borders. So it's pretty good. 273 bundle value, 152 currency value. So not a bad deal for this bundle. Not a bad deal. So I didn't do them all because we do a lot of these on my program with Nick the Greek Geek, which we'll be getting together to finish up the latest episode of that. That'll be coming out soon. But I'm not going to go over the rest of them. There are more than that. I just wanted to highlight some of the ones I thought were good deals since, hey, Christmas is coming and we all need good deals, right? We all need good deals. So, all right, it's time for my top 5, my weekly top 5 in Marvel Snap. And this week we are looking at cold. It's cold, man. Well, it wasn't today. It was like in the 50s today. It was kind of warm out for Northeast PA. It is going to get cold, though. We are going to get brutally cold for this weekend. And it's supposed to be in the 20s. probably feel like teens in some areas. So this is going to get brutally cold. So what better way to celebrate the cold than to talk about all the cold cards in Marvel Snap? So let's go through them, shall we? My number 5 cold card hasn't even been out yet, not even released yet, and it is LaFay. He, of course, is going to get put out there at some point in some time in one of those free things, giveaways, high voltage, whatever it is going to be in. Deadpool's, I don't know. But this is a card that was that was data mined a little bit back. And poor LaFay never made it, but he's cold. He's an ice giant. He's definitely cold. He may not feel it, but he looks cold, doesn't he? I mean, he's got ice all over his arms. He's embodied in ice. He's all covered in ice cubes everywhere, ice things, stalactites coming out of him. He's got a club that even looks cold. So, yeah, when you look at him, you think cold. You're thinking cold. You're thinking cold. So LaFay is my number 5. Number 4, she even looks cold. Luna Snow. Luna Snow is my number 4. I kind of like Luna Snow's card, man. I know that a lot of people aren't really using her very much. She kind of got lost in the shuffle a little bit, but I kind of like what she does. I think she brings a fun little thing to the game. And like a little chess match. I saw TLSG playing her with armor, so you can't get rid of the cubes, and you're constantly just getting that extra energy. But sometimes it's fun to fill your opponent fills their lane and they get rid of it, and then you have the extra energy. So I kind of like Luna. She's if Ramp was more popular right now, I think she would be more popular in the meta. I really do. But I like her. And I got to learn about her. Talked about her in Comics Corner last week. So I kind of like Luna Snow. You know, I kind of dig the card. So Luna's my number 4. Of course, she is, you know, because of a thing with Hydra, she was turned into this ice superhero and got all her ice meta powers and stuff like that. So you know she's cold. And she's in Marvel Rivals as well, by the way. I have seen some people playing her and stuff like that. So next is Iceman. Iceman is my number 3. I like this variant where he's getting out of the car. He's getting out of an ice car, as a matter of fact. This is the Gala variant of Iceman. Iceman he's always been a part of the meta, right? For the longest time since I've been playing this game, ever since I've been playing it from the start, that Iceman Scorpion combo used to suck. Because guys, now he's not played much anymore. But when somebody plays him, in fact, he's been played in Bounce a lot recently. But when somebody plays him, he's damn well hitting that card that you wanted to play on your very next turn. You know it. He's not going to hit a 5 card. He's not going to hit a 6. He's going to hit that 1 or 2 card you wanted to play on curve. And if you're playing a Wiccan, he's going to screw you. You just know this card's going to screw you. So, yeah. So Iceman is my number 3 cold card. And don't you? Yeah, I mean, could you imagine sitting in an ice car? I mean, my God, people would freeze to death, dude. Like this guy, man. He can't possibly have any passengers in that car, right? I mean, an ice car. All right. The next one is my snow-covered Ebony Maw. And he's, I don't know whether he's been in a lot of winter atmospheres, but I mean, look at him. He's in a driving snowstorm here. This is my winter Ebony Maw from last year when they had the winter cards that made it to the caches and stuff like that. I kind of miss that. Kind of miss when they did those seasonal cards that they gave away in caches. That was kind of nice. The seasonal variants, but he's holding a very wicked looking snowball with all spikes coming out of it. As of course he would. He's not a fun guy. So he doesn't want to have fun with playing with snowballs, and he's gonna carve that stuff so he can hurt you with it. But he looks cool. He's got a scarf on there. It looks like he's bundled up, and wherever he happens to be, Ivory Maw. Yeah, it was he does look very snowy and very cold. So he's my number 2. And then we're going to move on, and this is another snow variant, and this is the winter variant, and this is Rogue. Rogue is so cold. She's carrying herself a cup of hot chocolate there with a candy cane in it, little mint hot chocolate she's got going on there with some steam coming out of it. She is so cold. I mean, you got to love Rogue, man. Rogue's making her way back into the meta as we speak, with all of the Doom stuff floating around out there and everything now, and Onslaught and all that. You're going to see Rogue Sugar making some hot chocolate for you and coming out and taking away that onslaught of your opponents. So that is my personal number 1 cold card in Snap. So I don't know. Maybe it's because I like hot chocolate, right? Because a lot of people are like, why the hell did you make Iceman number 1? I don't know. I might have just been thirsty for a cup of hot chocolate. And, the hot chocolate's always good. It reminds me of the time, I'll tell you a quick story. I am not a cold person. I am not a cold sport guy. I tried skiing once in my life. Now, I was always a bigger dude. I was always a bigger guy. Even when I tried doing this, I was in my late teens, I think I tried. And they teach you, they take you out on the little mini thing and they teach you kind of how to ski and how to go. And I remember the first time that they taught me how to try to stop. You're supposed to go like this with your skis, go like this. And I couldn't do it. I could not pick that up. How to save my life, I couldn't do it. So I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it. So then they sent us up the little slope, like the beginner slope. And I just remember coming down, and I'm coming down this little slope, and I'm realizing that I am not going to be able to stop. And, the little mini slope is as close to the concession area and stuff as you can get. So I remember coming down this little thing, and I'm starting to gather some steam. You don't get too much because it's a slope, but I'm starting to get some speed. And I remember just going, and I remember nope, I can't figure out how to stop. I could not turn my legs that way, and I could not figure out how to stop. And I remember thinking to myself, you're going to crash into the concession area, the little stand and stuff. You're going to crash into the stand your first time skiing. Well, I didn't want to do that. So I ended up trying to I twisted my body and I just fell. So I wouldn't end up crashing into the little stand that was outside. And that was my one and only ever time with skis on my body. I had vowed I will never try them again, and I never did. Tubing, yeah, ouch is right. I went right into, I got my skis, took them off, went right inside and had my hot chocolate, and that was it. What looks fun to me though is snow tubing. That I know I could do. That I think would be a blast. They have that in all the skiing places around me. Montage Mountain up in Scranton has it and stuff like that. So that seems like fun. That seems like it might be fun. So who knows? Maybe one of these days I'll try a winter sport again. We'll see. But that it didn't go very well for me. So I don't like it. I don't like snow, man. Give me 60 degrees all year round and I'm good. I don't like snow. All right, moving on, guys, and we're headed into Comics Corner. This week's Comics Corner is with our card of this week, and that is Doom 2099. So this is all about Doom 2099. So all of you ever wanted to know about him and where you could find him in comics, we'll talk about that now. Let's talk about the card, shall we, first, and look at Doom 2099. He is a 4/2. After each turn, add a Doom bot to a random location. If you played exactly one card, so you cannot play more than one card, or he will not add the Doom bots. So that's why I think that deck with SafetyBlade is actually well concocted, because he's got Electro in there. You're not going to want to play a lot of cards. You're only going to want to play one card per turn, and that's what Electro helps you do. So that's why I kind of like that deck. I like the thought behind that, the thought process behind that, because if you start playing more than one card, you're not going to get any more Doom bots. So, now I know you're not going to maybe want to go crazy with Doom bots, because then you're going to fill up your lanes really quick. But yeah, so that's what he's going to do. He's going to add a random or Doom bot 2099 to a random location if you played exactly one card. All right, now we're going to look at the Doom bot itself. The Doom bot is a 4/2. And ongoing, your other Doom bots in Doom have +1 power. So this is the guy you want to play the Onslaught on to make him increase that power. So you want to play the Onslaught on the lane with the Doom bot, and you want to increase that power. So that's what you want to do. And they're all ongoing cards. So I've seen some people playing Spectrum. Teddy Ninja had a Spectrum deck. But yeah, you're going to see a lot of this. And again, like I said, make sure you're playing Super Scroll in the deck. So I know a lot of people are going to get this card. And I don't think, now I haven't played with him yet a ton. But now I do say I will agree with this. He's going to have an impact on the meta for sure. He's going to have, I can already see that. Everybody's playing him. So he's going to have an impact on the meta. But I don't think he's as strong as Galacta. I don't think he's as strong a card as Galacta. So I think he's going to be fun with all those Doom bots flying around, because you can play the old Doom and it does the same thing. It buffs the Doom bot buffs the other Doom bots. So I don't think it's going to be the strongest card of the month, let me just say. I think a lot of people went going into this month thinking he would be. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think he's going to be the strongest card of the month, but he is looking like he's going to be a fun card to play. I'm glad I hit Infinite. I'm glad I don't have to care about it, and I can just mess around with this card and have fun with it. All right, we're going to get into comics about Doom, Victor Von Doom. Now, first of all, if you didn't know or didn't read the books, this is the same Victor Von Doom that is in our universe right now. Or if you want to look at it from the Marvel standpoint, the 616. Same guy. Same guy. Of course, he was published in Marvel Comics. The character is primarily featured in the Marvel 2099 series, Doom 2099. The character is based on Dr. Doom, created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. The series was written by John Francis Moore for its first 2 years and by Warren Ellis for its third. There you see the cover from Doom 2099, number 1. That is number 1. That is the comic cover from Doom 2099, number 1. Created by John Francis Moore and Pat Broderick. His alter ego, Victor Von Doom, Human Cyborg, Marvel 2099, team affiliations, the Zafiro Gypsies, the Ministry of Doom, and Shield 2099. Notable aliases, he's been called Dr. Doom, Eric Zerny, and All-Father Doom. Genius level intellect, command of magic, nanoactive blood, cyberpathy, accelerated healing, powered armor, grants superhuman strength and durability, flight via rocket pack, and invisibility. So that is all of Doom 2099's powers. His temporary intangibility, force field generation, energy projection via gauntlets, and a wide array of sensors and scanners. So, in the year 2099, Dr. Doom abruptly materializes via an energy spear in the ruins of Castle Doom in Latveria, after disappearing 50 to 100 years before. Latveria is now in the hands of a cyborg mercenary robber baron named Tiger Wilde. Doom confronts the new dictator of the nation, but is quickly defeated by Wilde's superior technology. Well, you imagine he would be. He's out of time, right? His armor depleted of energy and destroyed, and his face is scarred, left for dead. Doom finds refuge with the last remnants of his Romani community, the Zafiro, via the Seeress Fortune. With the aid of a brilliant Pixel employee, he liberates from a corporate enslavement named Dr. Celia Quinones. Doom creates a new, far more advanced and powerful suit of silver blue cloaked armor, capable of competing with Wilde's futuristic technology, in addition to performing neuro cyber surgery on him. Doom becomes a freedom fighter and successfully strikes back against an increasing, more frustrated Tiger Wilde. Doom stole Wilde's shipment of tritonium, an unstable radioactive material useful both as a regenerating explosive and as a power source, so powerful that a large handful could power Latveria for 50 years, thereby prompting Wilde to attack. Along his fellow Zafiro allies, and with the use of tritonium he had seized, Doom is able to defeat and destroy Wilde and regain control of his homeland to once again become monarch of Latveria. Ruling once more from a rebuilt Castle Doom, built as a bridge between the village of, Antikva and the metropolis of Gojradia, apparently as an expanded and advanced Doomstat. Once again, Doom then decides that the world has become chaotic and corrupt, and to save it, he must conquer it. Doom is assisted by several Zafiro Romani, Fortune, a fortune teller and a former advisor of Wilde, Wire, a cyber savant capable of finding information on the worldwide cyber web, Zandra, Wire's girlfriend, a Wakandan soldier adopted into the Zafiro. Isn't it funny how they call it the cyber web? This came out when the internet was just kind of starting. So that's probably why. Vox, the Zafiro's magical adept, a mute boy who has one of the eyes of Agamotto, poet, Fortune's former lover and capable martial artist, not a Zafiro. Doom secretly observes this era's Spider-Man. Doom travels into cyberspace alongside Wire. There he battles Fever, the virtual reality Fantastic Four, Cat Scan, Hayes, Paloma, and Duke Stratosphere. Several weeks later, Doom conquers the County Meridia. The real Doom. Throughout the first half of the series, there was speculation. The 2099 comics were said, yeah, me too. I love them. Yeah, I read a lot of them, Mr. Janky. I read a lot of them. I started off with Spider-Man 2099, it's still one of my, Miguel O'Hara is one of my favorite characters in that. And then the other ones I read as well. But yeah, I was reading all of these at one point. So yeah, this is a lot of fun. 2099 series is a lot of fun. If you guys haven't read them, I'd suggest getting Marvel Unlimited, and you can read them all there. They're all on there right now. He had no recollection of how he. Okay, Doom. Yeah, well, Doom may not be the real Victor Von Doom. There's speculation that he wasn't. Doom was younger than the real Victor would be. His face was unscarred when he first materialized. His memory was fragmented. He had no recollection of how he came to 2099, and only a few memories of conflict with the Fantastic Four. Doom would later in the series recall the end of the Age of Heroes, killing Reed Richards, growing old, and some vague memories of a war. Ultimately, after much speculation, the truth behind Doom's 2099 identity was finally definitively established as being the true, albeit alternative future version of the prime Marvel Universe's Victor Von Doom on the last page of Doom 2099, number 25. So it was shown on the last page that he was, in essence, the actual Victor Von Doom from the 616. Spidey 29. Oh, wow. Was it really the first comic you ever read? I still have the first issue. I still own the very first issue of that book. That's awesome. One Nation Under Doom. With his mind restored, Doom set out to conquer the United States, but by now he had lost several of his allies. Wire's body had died, though his mind lived on in cyberspace. Poet died, battling drug traders, and Xandra had left to train in Wakanda. Doom conquered the U.S. in issue 29 and left behind Fortune as regent in Latveria. As president, Doom fought against Alchemax, the Pixel Corporation, and other corporations who controlled all aspects of everyday life in 2099. Doom recreates S.H.I.E.L.D., assigning Junk Pile to take down the red market, illegal trade in humans for experimentation. He also made the X-Men 2099 the law enforcers of Halo City, a place where mutants and humans could live in peace. After Doom conquered the U.S., all 2099 titles added the letters A.D. and O-Doom to their titles. That's right, I remember that. The 2099 ADs. Yep, I do remember that. Very cool. So Doom took over. Rage Against Time, he returned to Meridia, the world's source of information, hoping to find a way to save Latveria. Traveled back to the 20th century, battling his own present-day self, as well as 20th century Daredevil and Namor. Despite this, he successfully introduces an addictive crab venom to his country, leading the populace to develop an immunity to the necrotoxin in an effort to save his people in the future. Returned to 2099 to find Fortune and about 50% of the population of Latveria alive. Due to the genetic immunity, though many Latverians had been mutated into humanoid creatures dubbed mutilocos. Immediately upon his return, Doom is greeted by the Phalanx, who had returned to Earth to attempt assassination of the human race. Against the advice of Fortune's brother, Kaz, Doom agrees to aid the Phalanx in finding sleeper agents they had left on the planet to have a better chance at assimilation. Though it would seem that Doom is merely lying to further his own goals, the storyline ends the Doom book and continues into the 2099 World of Tomorrow book, which combined all running 2099 titles into one. Remember that too. Here's the World of Tomorrow. Doom character was one of many who appeared in Newt's 2099 World of Tomorrow. Castle Doom had survived the ice caps melting, being one of the few places still above water. Doom is seemingly in league with Magus. Magus is Adam Warlock's brother, the emissary of the Phalanx, assisting him in finding the scout, which contains a code that will begin the Phalanx assimilation. In reality, Doom has been experimenting on humans with the help of Xena Kwan, former lover of Miguel O'Hara, to find a way of purging the techno-organic virus. Spider-Man eventually arrives, and Doom blackmails him into assisting their experiments. Claiming to be in possession of Miguel's brother, Magus reveals he has known all along where the scout, Nostromo of X Nation, has been, and that a contact is at hand. Miguel and Xena successfully introduce and purge the virus from Doom's neurotech armor. He claims that he had always intended to allow the Phalanx to find Nostromo, as the techno-organic growth has purged his country of outside influences and the ravages of the past century. Just as Spider-Man is about to destroy Nostromo, Doom activates a code he had implanted in the scout years prior, allowing Nostromo to purge the Phalanx from the Earth. Doom is destroyed, along with, Magnus. Magnus. I was reading that wrong. Along with Magnus, and with his final will, names Nostromo heir to the throne of Latveria. Magnus, that's not Magus. Magnus, I screwed up. I read it wrong. Ragnarok now. Doom is shown searching for a way to prevent the time stream from collapsing after it is damaged by the efforts of the Earth 616 version of the Red Skull. As reality begins to unravel around him, Doom is rescued by Kang, who recruits him as a part of a larger plot against the Apocalypse twins. When Doom conquered the United States, he gathered his Black Cabinet, a group of talented and unique individuals. They are the Master of Signal, Minister of Signal, Indigo Ishun, a brilliant British net glider and head of an elite cadre of net gliders. Wire's body was rebuilt, and he was Doom's instant link to the Indigo and her net gliders. Though he had become insane and would commit suicide shortly after, Indigo was killed during the Herod's coup. Master of enemy relations was Nkrumah, a Wakandan mercenary at the head of the Panthers' Rage, a group of elite warriors. Xandra was one of his Panthers. Minister of Humanity was Morphine Summers, a mutant activist with the power to age anything he touched towards thousands of years in mere seconds. The Minister of Order was Sharp Blue, head of the Guild of Elite Mercenaries. And the Minister of Punishment was Jacob Gallows, Punisher 2099, also made head of S.H.I.E.L.D. 2099. Doom was also attempted to recruit the 2999 era Spider-Man to be his Minister of Superhuman Affairs. Doom had less of an impact on 2099 title, but the 2999 World of Doom special indicated that Spider-Man had indeed accepted that post. So he had a bunch of officers. All right, so here you go. These are some of the books you could read. Spider-Man 2099 Classic Volume 3, Doom 2099 14, and Spider-Man Volume 1, number 15 through 22. Ravage 2099 15, X-Men 2099 number 5, and Punisher number 13. So there was a lot of these. Doom 2099, the complete collection by Warren Ellis. That's Doom Volume 1 and number 24s through 39s for the world, and also from material from the World of Doom that came out in April 2013. And also Amazing Spider-Man 2099 Companion, which came out in August 2020. So they're just some of the collected volumes of that you could read. And now we got some covers here. This is the cover of Doom 2099, number 14, The Fall of the Hammer, part 4 of 5. And this is very cool. You got Doom's face on the front with the blue hood and the red eyes and the lenses there. And then you've got two people fighting in front here. I don't exactly know who they are. I don't know who is fighting on the front cover, but they've got a lot of cool variants they could make of this guy for sure. This is a nice page, man, out of the books. And you've got this is just Dr. Doom just standing there in that new blue armor with the blue gauntlets, the boots, the new mask, and stuff like that. The cape is fluttering up into the wind. I love this page. Very, very, very cool. Would be an amazing comic book variant. I don't know if they'd use this. They don't usually use comic pages. They use comic covers. But in any case, this is a very, very cool page out of that book. And he looks awesome there. And then, of course, raising the fist up in the air, saying "Long live Doom," and no helmet on this one. He's helmetless. Just has the mask and the armor and the flowing cape there, and then he's got the fist up in the air, holding the glove up there, and he's saying "Long live Doom." Must have been the end of a book, because at the very end it says "To be continued," and then there's a quote of Shakespeare down at the bottom of the page as well. And then right here you go. This is Marvel Doom 2099 number 1, a variant edition cover for that book as well. This would be a neat one as well. You kind of see Doom just standing there using his powers, and a whole bunch of rocks are being thrown from him. And you can see his cape kind of flowing in the background, and he's got some of the blue armor up on top, and the rest of him is just shaded in black. But just a very, very cool variant cover for Doom 2099. And of course, today's Spotlight. Now, I did not open the Spotlight cache today. I used my tokens for the card. This Spotlight's pretty bad. Pretty bad. I would tell you, if you have tokens, to use the tokens to open them. If you have them. I know a lot of people are going to want to get them, but the Spotlights in this are just bad. They're not good cards. Meek, the art is fun, but Meek is just not good. Even when you play him, and he's not in the top discard lists. And I never play Meek and Dakin. Again, he's in here with like discard cards, which I really don't know why. But Dakin's really not played much either. He's not a very good card. Yeah, and that Dakin variant's not great. Not great, Mr. Janky. I agree. Not great. So I would never begrudge an artist. They do their thing. They draw way better than I would, no matter what it is they draw. But then, again, there's going to be some variants you're going to be attracted to because of the art style that you like, and some you're not. And that just is going to be how it is. But yeah, this is just a bad Spotlight, guys. And I would tell you to definitely, if you are not 100% wanting Doom, definitely give this one a pass. This is a bad Spotlight week. And I would definitely tell you to, if you do have tokens, to get Doom with the tokens. do not waste any money on the Spotlight cash for this, or any don't waste your keys on these caches. This is not a good Spotlight cache. So, all right, guys. Well, there you go. That is the new card. I will tell you, like I said, I did get him with the tokens. I have played him in a couple decks, as I said earlier. He seems like he's going to be fun, and yeah, I know a lot of people have him. A lot of people are playing him, and he does seem like a fun card. I'm going to have fun with it. So, but yeah, so that's that. And of course, we have 2 more cards left in this Marvel Rivals month. We have Rocket and Groot, and then we have Bruce Banner coming out in the next couple of weeks. So hang on to your spotlights for this week. I would definitely tell you. And if you're not worried about getting Doom, it's a definite hard pass for the spotlights this week. All right, guys, we're going to finish up the show today with the MCU Minute. Now, there has been some breaking news in the MCU that I did not get on this little part of the show. The first one is that Sony. There are rumors now. They again take these with a grain of salt. They are not confirmed by any stretch of the imagination, but because of the horrible showing of the Kraven the Hunter film, and it made less money than Madam Web. Womp womp. I did not see it. I probably maybe will not see it unless it comes to Netflix like Madam Web did, and maybe I'll just watch it someday. But Sony, apparently, according to someone that posted this, is considering selling the rights to Spider-Man back to Marvel. Now, I don't see it. Listen, Sony is still going to be making money on their the Ultimate Spider-Verse that they do with the animated stuff. What's to say they're not going to revisit? Now, they're saying they are going to take a break from these Sony-verse films, which are god-awful. Thank God they are going to take a break. But that could only be because they're going to focus on Spider-Man 4 with Marvel and also on their next animated show. So they are taking a break from these other movies. I really wish they would sell it back. I really do. I wish to God that was true. I would love to see them sell it back, but imagine what Marvel, they bought that for like dirt cheap back in the day. Marvel sold the rights to them dirt cheap, and they are going to have to pay through the nose if they want it back. So I would love to see it happen. I don't know or don't think it's going to happen, but it is out there. There is someone at least that did put that out there in the rumor mill that's saying it possibly could. So this is not Marvel in any way, shape, or form, but I had to talk about it because I'm Superman excited about it. Superman teaser comes out tomorrow, guys. And this is David Corenswet. This is James Gunn's first movie in the DCEU. I'm excited. I like James Gunn. Those of you who are Marvel fans, you know James Gunn. He did the cool Guardians films. He worked on Endgame, Infinity War, and then they got rid of him because Disney did something stupid and people rebelled against him over a tweet that he put out like 15, 20 years ago. And that got him fired from Disney. And then Disney brought him back to do Guardians 3. And then he kind of said F you to Disney, which I don't blame him. And now he's doing DC. And I think he's going to kill it there. I already like his the Creature Commando show that he's got, the animated show. I love it. I think it's amazing. It's definitely adult. Don't watch it. Don't let the kids watch that one. But it is really fun. And but I think he's going to do a really good job with DC. And listen, when DC is good, that makes Marvel good. And then you get that competition going. I love this. This is coming out a week before Fantastic Four, a week before. So 2 amazing films coming out at the same time. And when they showed this, they showed a little clip. Now, the trailer's coming tomorrow. There are some people in the press that I think are seeing it today, but the trailer's coming tomorrow. When they showed it, they showed a little scene of a Superman symbol rotating. It would look like ice. So it looked like the Fortress of Solitude. And then the music. Oh, my God, the nostalgia of the music. It is new music. It is not John Williams doing the score, but he took John Williams' score and he slowed it down kind of at the end. And oh my God, just hearing that gives me chills. I can remember seeing the first Christopher Reeve Superman when I was about 8 or 9 in the theater and it was such an amazing movie to me, and I can't wait for this. I'm excited about this. I love the costume, very much better than the Henry Cavill costume, I think, and I am just very, very excited about this film, and I'm very, very excited to see this movie next year. So. All right, let's get some Marvel, shall we? Haley Atwell is returning as Peggy Carter in Avengers Doomsday. Now, you're starting to hear a lot of these actors and actresses are coming back for the Doomsday film. So now what a lot of people are rumoring is that Doom might be going around, that bad guy that he is, and he might be killing off some of those that we got from Deadpool, the anchor beings, that he might be killing off some of these other universal anchor beings. So you might see these actors and actresses like Haley be one of those anchor beings that Doom might be killing, or you might also see them playing maybe bad versions of those heroes. Maybe this will be a bad Peggy Carter that we're getting in Doomsday. So maybe Doom is recruiting and also maybe killing some anchor beings, but maybe also recruiting some of them as well. So, but Haley Atwell is definitely coming back for Doomsday, so we will see her back. There's another return. I thought I had it in here, but maybe not. Oh yeah, okay, right here. Robert Downey Jr., of course, we know he's Dr. Doom. Chris Evans has been confirmed to return as well to Doomsday, though we're not sure yet if he's back as Cap or following RDJ and returning as someone new. Pedro Pascal will be making his, by then, second appearance as Reed Richards. So this is all when Doomsday comes out. Ditto for Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm, Eben Moss-Bacharach as The Thing. So they'll all be in Doomsday. Tom Holland will be back as some guy called Spider-Man. Imagine that. Never heard of him. The movie will release before Spider-Man 4. Again, that is Doomsday. Benedict Cumberbatch returns as Doctor Strange. Hopefully he can get his third movie soon. Yeah, right? But this is all, again, coming back for Doomsday. Haley Atwell just recently confirmed to return as Agent Carter. Now, we don't know who Chris Evans is coming back as. We don't know. Some have said Nomad Cap, which we saw a little bit of Nomad Cap, right, in Infinity War. You know, that cap that comes with the black and everything, that wearing the black. But some also had said he could be Hydra Cap, the bad Cap. And he even alluded to that a little bit, remember? When he made the joke in the elevator and said, "Hail Hydra," kind of alluded to that version of Cap. So maybe it's the Hydra Cap. We don't know. We don't know, but Chris is coming back as well. Could be for a flashback. We have no idea. But they will be back. So that's pretty cool. This is What If. What If starts very soon, guys. Starts on the 22nd of the month. And this is all the titles for the What If episodes. So What If is going to be an episode a day starting on December 22nd going to December 29th. So it is 8 episodes. The first one is called The Hulk. What If the Hulk What If the Hulk fought the Mech Avengers? So Hulk's fighting a bunch of Mech Avengers. Second one is What If Agatha went to Hollywood? So we got Agatha back in it, so that's cool. The third one is What If the Red Guardian stopped the Winter Soldier? Okay, kind of cool. What if Howard the Duck got hitched? Howard the Duck getting married? Oh, man, all right. What if the Emergence destroyed the Earth? The next one is just called What If 1872? So we're going back to the 1872 time with this. So that's kind of cool. You're going back in time. What if the Watcher disappeared is the next to last one. And then the last one is called just What If. So they're your titles. I'm excited for this. They're saying it's supposed to be good. I know the last one was a little boring at times, but I've enjoyed these. I've enjoyed these. In fact, someone said to me today in Discord, you would think, I think it was, who was it? Was it Adam Star Snaplord that said it to me? Oh man, I'm going to go look because I want to properly credit him. I might have said, I think he said it to me on Blue Sky, as a matter of fact. Let me look here because I want to make sure that I like to make sure I credit people. Might have been Adam Star. I think it was Adam Star that said it. That they should take advantage of this, and that Snap should have taken advantage of this. At some point, should have done a what if set. I think that would have been cool. I think that would have been really neat. An animated set of what if. I think that would have been cool. Get some of these characters like the evil Doctor Strange and all that kind of stuff. I think that would have been neat to do. Marvel Rivals comic book came out. That is out right now on Marvel Unlimited. I read it today. So that is out there. It's their Infinity Comics line, #1. And this is the Rivals version. So it's kind of cool. If you like the game and are playing the game, I tried it a few times. I know a lot of people are out there playing it. But if you like the game and you kind of want to read the comic, it is out there. And it's an exclusive to, I believe, to Marvel Unlimited. So you would have to pick up Marvel Unlimited to check it out. But it is out there. Here's the Sony thing. I hear Sony is seriously considering selling the Marvel IP back to Marvel. This is my time to shine. Hello on Twitter, who put this out there. Now, there have been other people that have reported on this. So again, like a lot of rumors, take it with a grain of salt. And I know that this had been said before and previously that they were going to sell this, but wait and see. Like I said, I would love to see it happen. So. Well, all right, there you go, guys. That is the MCU Minute for the week, and everything we're getting from the MCU and all that good stuff and how badly Craven failed. So, yeah, that is, in essence, going to do it for this show for the week. And for 2027 as well, this is, like I said, this is probably going to be my last. I mean, I may put it, the one next week is just going to be a fun one, but then we have Monday the 30th. So, we'll see. It may not be the last one. I'll probably get something out to just, it may not be as long as the usual one is, because next week's is just going to be that fun one that we're gathering together people for, and just having fun with a bunch of different people and doing like a holiday one prior to Christmas. So I might just get out like an audio pod to just go over the card and all that kind of stuff. And it might not be as long as the normal one is, but we'll see. We'll see. So, this will be out in all formats as usual. It will be out, and of course, if you watched it live on YouTube right now, thank you so much for being here. Obviously, Mr. Janky's been in the chat. Conservative Carnage came out a little bit earlier. There's been a couple people listening to me the entire time, so thank you for being here. Where you watched it on YouTube or Twitch, please make sure if you're on Twitch, you follow me on there if you haven't done so yet. If you're on YouTube and you're checking it out there, make sure you like the video. That makes it a big difference, please. Please hit that like button before you head out. Obviously, leave me some comments in there if there's anything you would like to see or hear on the next episode of Snap Decisions. Please do that for me as well. And for those of you that are listening on audio and have listened on audio, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you, however you choose to listen, whether it's audio or whether it's on YouTube, however it may be. Thank you so much for listening to it and making this old DJ's dreams become a reality and allow me to do this kind of thing on a weekly basis and talk about my favorite game right now in Marvel Snap. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, guys, that's it for me for this week. Thank you so much. Enjoy playing Marvel Snap. Enjoy Doomsday because it's everywhere right now. And again, please stay positive, stay safe wherever you may be. Be kind to one another always, no matter where that might be on the socials or whatever. I should talk to you before then because we're having our little Christmas thing next week. So hopefully I'll talk to you before then. But if I don't, please have yourself a great Christmas and a great holiday season with those who you choose to spend it with. Again, stay safe. Be kind to one another always, guys. And hopefully I will talk to you and see you all on the next episode of Snap Decisions. This is your Snap DJ signing off.
If only I had Spidey senses.